Let's go. CP process, 30-minute game because it's Europe. Alright. Nails the rollout. Hands on head so you know it's a demo. First sticky actually going to the demo. Oh. I usually like to just deny the pack, but if you know the demo is going to be there at the same time as you, I guess you could do that. One thing I don't like is that you never shot anyone who's on the roof. You're very, very tunneled on this demo, man. And since he also didn't deny you from getting the pack, you might have wanted to pick it up just so you could have good health. But their demo lived. You guys are on crits. Oh, you guys are gonna die. Oh wow. It's not worth it to walk into these stickies and that trap, or sorry, and their Uber. Once you got those 2 picks, you should have tried to do some sort of like miracle sticky shot at the medic, knowing that they have advantage, and those stickies could potentially kill you. It's not really worth it to peek. You definitely got a little bit too greedy there. So your team's gonna lose middle. You have one person behind them. He's gonna die. So you pretty much just want to set up some stickies. I think you could set up 2 traps. You have 4 on left. You could put 4 on right, or 4 in a little bit of a sneakier position. Like, and now you could also reset your trap because I think they would have spotted it there. But once you pipe them and they ran back into sewer, that gives you a little bit of a window to reset your traps. Your medic spawned Vaccinator, so potentially you could survive their Uber a little bit longer. Alright, they just walk right in. You guys have 3 picks. You can play confident now. You have 4 picks. They're probably going to pop right next to you. Okay, never mind. Their med dropped or some shit. So you guys are just stacking, deny their spawns. How did this animal get on me? And, so you're just walking through choke. You just kind of want to bait them to jump you, because usually if you have advantage going through choke, someone's going to jump you, just like that guy just did. You guys are on Vaccinator, so you're basically immune to dying to him, but if you were on Uber, what you should be doing is just kind of like peeking, setting traps on the walls, and then just seeing if they'll actually jump at you, because they need to get a force out. This demo's way tunnel vision, way overextended. The moment that demo died, like, you probably should have just jumped out. Or during that fight, you should have stayed on the high ground position near sewer. Dropping down to fight him on the low ground is essentially what ensured your demise, because you had no escape route. So they just Ubered. I usually like to peek and sort of challenge if I know they won't have Uber. So I would probably be playing at choke, just kind of spamming some grenades at least on the point, and like maybe have like a passive trap and bait them into chasing. But the thing is, right now you do have one sneaky trap on left, which is good. You hopefully will be able to get a pick with it, but your choke trap shouldn't work really again if you've already killed someone with it. But who knows? Idiots in lobbies might fall for it. Here, you are only using pipes because you have traps, but your traps are no longer relevant because you've already killed a couple of them, and there's a guy behind you that's a bigger threat than anything your traps would be dealing with. So instead of shooting pipes at that guy, you should be shooting stickies at him. That was kind of random that you killed someone with that trap. What the fuck? This is good. You're looking at the most immediate threat. You guys have Uber, so I don't remember if they popped or not. I feel like you guys should be playing confident here. Um, now that that guy died, you can't. The window is closed. You had a good opportunity to Uber there. Now this is an awful Uber. Because you're Ubering because you got forced rather than on your own terms. You saw the scout? I guess I wasn't paying attention. Look at those pipes. I wouldn't stack, but you should expect them to have Uber. Here you should be trying to kill this soldier because you know that the rest of them are going to have Uber and they're going to be looking to just push into you, so damage on them is pretty irrelevant. You just want to get any pick you can, and that would be that soldier that was overextended. So, one thing that I often fuck up when playing demo is that I have a trap, and then I have no stickies to jump away, which is kind of the situation you're in right now, where they're about to Uber in on you, but you have 0 stickies ready for you to jump away with. No, don't jump into their Uber. I feel like you just forgot that Ubers existed there. Oh my god, that was so close. Usually if I see a soldier jump like that, I'll angle my stickies in the air so that if they do jump, they're going to get launched or denied. And it will still land where I want it to, but it will at least be in the air, so if they jump towards me, it will hit them there too. That was nice to peek that. You didn't hear him set up the trap, I don't think, so it's good that you were careful though. So your teammates are dying in lobby. That means you know that the enemies are going to be in lobby, so it's good to put some stickies over there and start spamming that direction. You hit their medic, so you should expect their Uber to be coming there. So I would probably forget about the trap on Shutter and trap the lower lobby at this point, because it's more likely their combo is going to be coming right. Well, you don't even have to forget the trap, but you still have, you only have 6 stickies out. You could put 2 more down there on the right side, you know? You could have had 3 entrances trapped instead of just 2. Chasing this guy is not really your priority right now. Like, your team should have decided to just ignore him and go into last. If you were there with them on that push, you potentially would have won the round, but at least you get the 2 kills. You guys should be moving right now. Should be pushing. One of your teammates feeds, dies too early. You just had a scout fighting in lobby and you ran away. You definitely want to be paying attention to what your teammates are doing. Like, if your teammate starts shooting, you should just assume he's shooting at a person. You know? If he starts getting shot, if he's dodging, if he's looking scared, there's probably someone there. Alright, next mid. I think you might be charging your sticky a little bit too much. Goddamn. See, people ask me why I don't use the Market Gardener. That dumb idiot soldier on the other team is the exact reason. If he would have just fired rockets, Klaxir would be dead. The demo would be absolutely dead. But instead, he went for a worthless melee kill because he wanted to be flashy. Anyways, yeah, I feel like he's not charging his stickies at the right spot because or he's just aiming them too high when he tries to shoot at the health pack. Should maybe be angling them downwards so that it actually lands on the pack. And then obviously if no one's there on the pack, you just shoot another one. You die to him later, it doesn't even matter, man. 1 pick out of how many attempts he's already had. He has attempted it like 3 or 4 times already. No. Since you messed up the rollout, you opted to go sewer. This is way too aggressive, I feel like. If that soldier had any knowledge of how to rocket jump, he killed you anyway, but like, if he knew how to not just jump a million miles in the air and knew how to jump horizontally, or did like a wall jump, he would have killed you. So I think you just took a few too many steps forward. Like, you pushed the demo back, that was basically mission accomplished. After that, you should have just started focusing people on the roof. I noticed that on the mids, you almost never shoot people off roof, which is really where the Demoman shines, I feel like, on this middle. And pretty much every middle. That was close. The reason you almost died there is because you got too close to the doorway when you're trapping it. You should try and trap it from like the maximum safe distance. Wah, wah, wah. There you just kind of tunnel visioned on that soldier that jumped you. If you saw there was another soldier on the point, you might have been able to realize that you had good enough health where even if the guy who was above you shot you once or twice, you would probably survive. Alright, so he just trapped the shit out of the point and your side. See, like there, if you had like 70 health. Like, that's not, it's irrelevant that he has a market gardener. If he would have shot rockets, he would have killed you. You know what I mean? So, it's pretty irrelevant that he killed you with a market gardener.
The control point is being contested.
Ooh, nice pipe. After you hit that damage, you probably want to stay in since you guys have Uber. Also, you knew no one was going to rush you because they were all just on the point. So, sitting on that trap the whole time was pretty bad. Like, you should have, after you hit that pipe, stickies out, kill them. You know? And be confident, get the Uber if you need it. But you should have been confident after you did that much damage that you could force them. So, I'd be hitting my medic key and just trying to roll them with heals. So there, you shot that sticky. You shot that sticky past the scout. If you were paying close attention to your sticky, you would have known it wouldn't hit him. So you probably should have not det. You still had a sticky in front of you that would protect you against him. So, I don't know. The best thing there would have been to just pay close attention to your sticky to see if it's going to hit him or not. Not det unless it's going to hit him. Because if you didn't det that sticky, that scout would just stop advancing because you already had two stickies next to you. Or if he doesn't stop, you just kill him. I don't know what happened there. I think your medic was already dead, and then you just went in kind of feeding. The best way to commit to fights like that is to actually not commit and just have like a trap to bait them, see if you can do damage while they're distracted, and then get out. Oh man, I feel like there was no communication on this push because they got in right side like so deep without anyone knowing. Ideally what would happen is like once it's called that they're coming in, or which entrance they're approaching, you start sending grenades to that entrance and then you trap the point basically. and then you just play from a safe distance. It's not good that you keep getting on the point to defend it. Alright, we're halfway through. So you just had 2 hit sounds at choke, so you know that most of them are still near choke.
We have secured the control point.
So you see the demo's pretty vulnerable. I would just go kill him with the Uber. Now it's too late. Okay, what the fuck just happened? Medic just charges in and Ubers. You don't want to be anywhere near this, because this is going to be god-awful. But, you're lucky to escape that. I would have never committed anywhere past the top of battlements. And it probably would have been safer to stay in IT, because, no. It would have been safer to stay in the top of IT, because, then you have an easier time preventing them from chasing you through IT. There, once you saw the scout on left, you should not drop to the point. You had plenty of cover on the right to escape, and you could have jumped back to your sewer and survived. But you dropped down to challenge the scout, which is never wise, in my opinion.
Stand on the point, you git!
Right now you should probably be setting up a trap. I think the other team has advantage. But you have no traps anywhere.
Stand on the bloody point, you half-wit!
The fuck was that? That guy's gonna die. Stop looking at. Okay, whatever. Your scout should have killed him immediately after you piped him. Thing is, you don't want to get too tunnel vision-y, because if you turn around and you look at you look away from the choke points, the other team might just come right in. And as a demo, you're kind of the most capable one on your team of denying them from walking through. So if someone's behind, you hit them and you know they're gonna die, just ignore them. Look back at your main priority, which is defending the choke. Alright, your medic is trolling right now. You don't press the medic key enough, honestly. I'd be slamming medic there. Jump out, jump out, jump out, jump out, jump out. The moment after you kill that scout, jumping out would probably have been a good idea. Luckily the other scout kind of hesitated, but the scout's just going to catch up to you if you sit there shooting pipes at him, you know? If I were that scout, I would have definitely chased you. So you just lost numbers and you're pushing forward. This is not wise. Your medic is going battle medic, so I don't even know if this is worth watching, you know? Here, what I would do is I would jump over their heads on the point to try and escape while doing damage. I would not waddle into them. Wow. You shouldn't be alive right now. And now you die. Alright, you can tell your team's in IT, they're getting back capped. So right now you should probably just be locking down the choke points on the right side of the point. On the right side, like shutter and rollout, because they can just flood in past, because you know your team is in no position to prevent them from pushing that side. Like, you had no vision of far right. Like, they could have already been in last. If they were smart and reading the situation well, they would have just wrapped. Alright, you guys need to push out. I would probably put like a sticky on the point and then peek forward. If you're worried about getting back capped, then that's what you should do. Like, you should have the point trapped, because if someone did rush in or jump in, it's something that will slow them down. There's a scout there on the right fighting. What the fuck? That was good that you trapped his exit instead of trapping forward. Trust that your soldier can defend. All you have to do is keep him locked in, then you get that kill. So they're down 3 now, so you should be fairly confident pushing. But still, if you turn every corner, you should probably have a sticky just at your feet, just in case someone does rush you. I don't know why your team is not in. Do they not have a scoreboard? Press tab, they're down 3. And I think I hear a sniper shooting, so this is just a complete like waste of an advantage. A lot of lower level players don't understand that numbers are an advantage you can push on. All they know is pushing on uber advantage and stuff. Alright, your whole team died. Hopefully they're telling you where the enemy team is coming from. I would probably trap 3 entrances right now instead of 2. Because you know the enemy team's just gonna flood into last because you're all dead. Use stickies. Why are you going for pipes? You had stickies loaded. Like, stickies would have been much more reliable there to kill that guy. And again, you knew he was coming in like well in advance. If you just would have had a sticky on the point, he never would have been able to cap that. Once you saw him running in. Very tunnely. Well, the other team's they just fucked up, but like, after you push that scout off roof, you should have just kind of waited back to see if any of them would aggress. Then you just deny them the high ground. Then you push with your team. But no one on your team was really pushing into them when you tried to push the point. So you were like the first one in their face. If they just would have challenged you, they could have killed you. So this is actually pretty good. This is something I would do. Just like being sneaky over here on the right. You know they're all in front of you, so you don't really have to worry about them killing you. If they did turn their attention to you, you should be, you know, escaping. Well, that was actually a nice escape, assuming you don't get headshot. Alright. That was pretty smart, knowing that that was your only way out. Oh, you had to travel on the sniper, you just didn't det.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Stand on the point, you git!
Alright, you got 2 picks. Should be pushing. kind of confused by the passive trap. Like, I would be putting the traps on the ground so that you can start clearing out rollout guaranteed and start pushing through there or denying them from pushing out. Oh man. So they have a sentry. You guys are gonna get Uber. Hopefully your team is not gonna stay in lobby. They have Uber and the sentry, so you just kinda gotta slow it down, reset. Jump away. I would just get the pack. Stay out of this Uber for a little while, then come in late with good health. Hit my medic key so I can potentially get a buff. But you never hit your medic key ever, which is pretty bad in my opinion. That was good damage there. If they don't see you, one thing you can do is just lay multiple stickies on them. Rather than deading them one at a time, is just laying out like 3 or 4 stickies and then simultaneously deading them all. That way they do more damage and you can potentially insta-gib somebody.
Stand on the point, you git!
The twitchiness that you see in a lot of these demos, by the way, is just a glitch. A demo glitch. It's not real. No human hand moves like that. So you just heard that they have a level 3 on second point. I should destroy that. And so there's spam coming through rollout. I would put more stickies on rollout right now.
Stand on the bloody point,
You seem to not like to trap more than just 2 entrances. A lot of times you can trap 3 at once. There should be one more round. If you have 80 health like this, you should not be pushing up. You should be sitting back like near your medic. Or seeing if there's any potential for you to get the health pack.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Alright, your medic just got a kill, but I don't remember if you killed the enemy medic. I feel like they have advantage. Alright, you just killed 2, so you should be fairly confident to peek right now. Your teammates get in, they don't shoot anything on the right, so you can assume there's nothing near sewer. Just a scout in. You jumped into the scout. That's so risky. You should have died to that guy, but he can't aim. If he was running away, you can jump, but he stayed on the roof, so bombing straight into him is pretty unwise. That was good there. You trapped off his exit. Alright. That was good there. You killed their medic, so you knew they were going to probably rush you. So you just put a sticky in the doorway. Scout ran right into it. Because they needed to see if they could equalize the advantage. Here you should not be alone. I would be pretty upset. Nice shot. You just need to reload right now, man. Alright. You win. GG. Well done. So I honestly didn't really like the mids that you were playing at all. You haven't figured out where to charge your sticky. so you can hit the demo consistently. And then you also didn't make it a point to control high ground. And then also when you were weak, you never backed up for like heals or for the health pack. Other than that, I don't know. What was the main issues there? I think it's just a bunch of different little things throughout, but the only other thing that I think was a big deal was trap placement. Like, you always trapped kind of the same spots and only 2 doors at a time. You could be spreading out your stickies a lot more, and also based off the information that your teammates give you about where the enemy team is, you can be shifting your traps around so they're more effective. Alright. I think that's it for that.